Good morning, everybody. Today we are talking about existentialism, right? And we're going to start with Kierkegaard and Christian existentialism, and we're going to really start with what is existentialism in general. How does it differentiate itself from other philosophies? For many of you, this may be a point that you've been, waiting for and maybe dreading a little bit. Is existentialism really this hard, complicated philosophy to understand? No, I don't think it is. I think that existentialism is a relatively straightforward, at its core, philosophy that emphasizes our existence and our active role in life, right? As opposed to some of the philosophies that came before existentialism. Kierkegaard, as a Christian existentialist, right, has some differing views. Sartre, we will see later, as an atheist existentialist, has a lot of the same views, but does not take, into account faith or God. But Kierkegaard is primarily opposed to a philosophy that is embodied by a guy by the name of Hegel. And Hegel's philosophy is representative of a lot of Western philosophy up to that point in history, up until the 1800s, right? And Hegel's philosophy is that we are all fairly passively involved in this world. All the major events in history, wars, famines, pandemics, are all necessary parts of history, and we do not really play an active role in them, right? We react to them, and we look at them largely as these things have to happen in order for life to continue. Kierkegaard says no, that removes the agency from the people who are alive, right? For Kierkegaard, human existence is defined as different from animal existence, right? An animal, for example, who simply responds to having food put in front of it, or who hunts based on instinct, or who reacts to a noise because, again, instinct, right, tells it to be afraid of something, right? Humans have a different way of behaving. Humans are endowed with agency. We choose. We strive for things, right? We react to things. We make decisions, and that makes us different, right? For Kierkegaard, the idea of existence is different from the idea of simply being alive, right? A plant is alive. An animal is alive, but they do not make active decisions so much as plants react to the sun and water, right? You don't give them water, they don't see the sun, things go poorly for them, right? Animals react based on instinct, right? Animals reproduce not because they love their families, right? Although certainly we could debate some of that, right? But because they are animals and they need to reproduce in order to continue the species, right? Humans, on the other hand, make decisions based on what they want to do. Reacting to things certainly happens, right? When you are involved in a situation where you feel that fight or flight response, absolutely. There is a little bit of instinct, right, that goes along with that. But largely, we choose to get up in the morning. We choose what food we want to eat. We choose what clothes we want to wear. We choose where we want to go to work, or at least at some point in time we've chosen to apply for a job or study a certain subject or interact with people in a certain way. And so existentialism at its core says that we as humans exist and that we are different from simple life forms on the earth that do not act with any sort of agency. And in the next short little video talking about this, we will talk about not only sort of what it means to exist according to Kierkegaard, but we will also talk about the stages of life that Kierkegaard describes that lead him to really form the foundation of what he considers to be his existential philosophy. So, we'll be back in just a moment.